Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Dave the Tabletop Wanderer here. Yes, I am back. Vacation is nearly over, and we are here. And what we are going to be doing today on this month's One Shot 1 Month is this little game here called The Adventurer. This is made by Kwvin K. He is the creator of the Drifter and Star Drifter, which I have played on this channel, and he was kind enough to send me a copy of his new game, which is The Adventurer. It is basically a fantasy version of the Drifter, which was Western cowboy themed, and Star Drifter, which is a space themed game. And this is our fantasy one. Let's get right into it. So I did take the time to create the character before I started. So we're going with Bertio. He is a warrior. His motivation for this adventure is status. He wants to get status, okay? We've got a sword, which we'll be using right here, this little thing here to roll on the tables. We'll see that in a minute. Our aura shield is right here. So aura shield is basically whenever the higher your aura shield, the more difficult the things become. Okay, we have wounds at none, so we can go all the way up to here. We've got physicality here also, which is in line with the wounds that you take. So no wounds, light wound, medium wound, heavy wound, deadly wound, and you're dead. Okay. Intellect, we've got 3 points of intellect, and we got 2 points of hero points. We rolled up 3 gold, and that's basically it for character creation, which is pretty easy. So physicality, like it says here, represents all your character's physical skills. Physicality lowers depending on your character's current wound level. Regardless of what class you choose, you start with 4 physicality score right there. And intellect represents all your character's mental skills. It is also used by players, opponents whenever casting any spells or resisting certain spells. Roll a d4 to determine your starting intellect, which we got 3. Your intellect score can be no higher than 4 and no lower than 1. Okay, I am using a PDF because you will see this game has a lot of pages. It's got a lot of events in it, and to print all this out will just take forever. Okay, so victory conditions. We can go with 3 types of victory conditions. Standard condition, when you reach 500 gold, you immediately win the game. A campaign, you accumulate as much gold as you can until your character dies. So even if you achieve 500 gold, you do not necessarily win. You simply keep playing, trying to earn more gold until your character dies. And high score, simply calculate your total gold plus your level, and you obtain that, and you go for your highest score. We will be going for the 500 gold, okay, just to set a base of sorts. Experience points, hero points. Hero points you can use, you can have a maximum 3. Hero points can be used to re-roll any roll while in combat. Okay, weapons, armor, there you go, level. This is pretty standard stuff. And then we got to select our class, and I went with warrior, and our starting weapon is a sword, which is indicated here. I do have some little tokens, but you know, it is what it is. You can get a warrior, wizard, cleric, or rogue, ranger, and monk. And there you go. And now, point of interest is we're going to be using the map here. This map comes with the game, and there will be points of interest, and we can just jot down everything here and use that. Aura shield. Your aura shield determines the negative presence reputation your character has with others. whatever makes sense to you. The higher your aura shield, the more possibility for negative attention, and in-game terms it is used to determine which column you roll under whenever determining a random event. So table A on the table sheet, I'll just do that, and table A on the table sheet is here. So whenever we come up to an event that we have to roll, we will be rolling a D100 on this table here, but because our aura shield is this shield with a sword, we're going to be rolling on the high. So let's see, let's grab this. I did have everything here, yeah I do, and we're going to roll. Just imagine, okay, we got an event somewhere and we had to roll on the table and we got a 75. We go down here and 75 on the high is E013, and then we go into the book and get that event, which is numbered E013, right? 13 or 15? 13. Okay, and that's basically how the game works on the events. When you have to do a combat table, you're going to be rolling on the D12 with a D12, and you're going to be rolling on whatever your weapon is. So our sword would be our shield and sword right there. We'll roll on that, and we got a 12, and we go down here. A 12 will be a heavy wound, so the monster will take a heavy wound. Okay. On the skill table, we roll a D10 and see what we got. Okay, and so on and so forth. And on table D, the treasure table, we do a D20. So that's basically how the game works. But that's not all, because we do have quite a bit of reading to do. We can do, you got your actions, so you can travel. In any hex you can travel. If you're in a certain hex, you could get points of interest, or a city. If you're in a city, you do certain things. When you travel to a new hex, you roll on a certain thing, points of interest also that. When you get to a city, we have this table right here, which you can roll on and see what the city has, and just get on with it. And combat is here. Combat is how I've really forgot how that does. Combat, usually your character attacks an opponent with a weapon listed under your character's sheet under weapon. So we saw that. Dagger, sword, whenever you attack an opponent with your weapon, you choose your character's physicality score against your opponent's physicality score. Some characters' classes have class abilities that allow you different options when attacking. When an opponent attacks, you decide who they are attacking, you or your companion, if you have a companion, before rolling the dice. Okay, and then it shows you what type of opponents you can get. The procedure is combat takes place in rounds, a full round. You, companions, and opponents all use the same combat table. There will be a rule to refer in the event to determine who attacks first. Okay, so when you roll on that event, the actual event will tell you who goes first. And then you got your weapon attack formula here. Attacker's physicality minus opponent's physicality equals attacker's roll adjustment on the combat table. Okay, we'll get into that when we get there. Spells, but we got a warrior. We're not going to be worrying too much about spells. Okay, and combat initiative. For any combat you encounter, use the combat sheet for your opponents. And that's it there, and it says if you pass or fail. Okay, skill test, companions, we're probably not going to go too much into that, and this is the event index. So we go into E01, the adventure begins. So let's begin our adventure. Sorry about that. You are a fledgling adventurer. Now, far from home, you have set out into this fabled land in hopes of accumulating enough wealth in order to fulfill your quest. The terrain of this mysterious realm is covered in dense forests and arid deserts, hazy marshes and rolling grasslands. Throughout, there are all walks of life, from docile creatures, predatory animals, peasants, patricians, and ravenous creatures. there are tales of perilous dungeons, secret tombs, and ancient ruins inhabited by mythological beasts and menacing magic that guard legendary riches. Armed with your wits and a weapon of your choice, you are ready to explore the highest mountains to the deepest valleys to achieve your goal, which is 500 gold. Okay, now consult the entire section under R1 located in there. That is to create your character, which we've already done. When complete, return and read the next paragraph. Okay, we awake in the wilderness. Roll a d10 to determine which hex you start up on the map. Okay, d10. Let's go. We got a 4. And 4 says it is 1003. Now, we go on then to our map here. We got 1004. 1003 is right up here. Just let me get one little thing which I forgot because I always forget. I always forget because I'm a little nub. Let's just use this. There we go. So, when I play Star Drifter or the Drifter or even this, what I like to do is grab a sheet of paper, right, and just jot down all the reference to the events and stuff like that, because like you might actually have to backtrack or something like that, and it'll be easier to see where we are, okay, where we are along in the timeline of the story. You gather your supplies, and so we go here to 1003, right? Yeah, 1003 hex number. Okay, I'll just do that. I should have done it the other way around. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so now I know that this is where I started, and if I forget something or I have to backtrack, I know where to go. Okay, you gather your supplies and set out to seek your destiny in this mystical land. Choose an available action, R101, located in the rules section. Okay, so we go R101, that's combat, and we've got actions. Travel, move to an adjacent hex, R101B, your most common choice. Actions allowed in only certain hexes, okay, and we got travel to a new hex. So we're going to move to an adjacent hex, but we should also see if we can find any. Okay, we got a town right here, we got a town there, and we have any other things. We got one right there also. So I really, let me just get doing this off the cuff. I've got a highlighter. Yeah, I've got a highlighter here, and what I'm going to do is, just so I know where things are, I'm just going to highlight the towns. Okay, got 1, 2, 3. There's another one down here, right there, and I don't think there's any more. I can't see any more, but you know, we'll see as we go along. Okay, so we were at 1003 right there, and I think we're going to make our way down to this town city right here. So let's move into here, and that will be 90 something. I can't see because and this is on A3. So 903. Wait, 1003. Wait. Was I in something? No, it had to be that. Yeah, okay, I was right. 1003. Here it says 1003. but here it's just 10, 10, comma 3. So let's make our way down to the town, and we go here to this one, and we're going to be moving into a new hex. And it says when you move into a new hex, right, move to any adjacent hex and roll for a random event, table A on the table sheet based on your current aura shield. So our aura shield is there. We are going to roll then on table A, which is a D100. Is it still in here? No, it's right here. D100, and let's see what we get. We got a 15. So 15 on this aura shield is E197. So we got event 197. Well, I should do E197. Okay, now let's go here. And one good thing about this PDF is that you can just go here, E197, click on that, and you get straight away what you have. And we've got a strange occurrence. The wind picks up. Roll a D6. 5. 5 says, a rippling portal appears before you and an unplaceable voice beckons you to enter. You may enter or leave. If you enter, we got to go to there. If you leave, roll on a D6 on a 1 -1 hero point. Let's do this. Let me just grab my dice. Where is it? Okay, I'm going to use my little oracle dice. We're going to skip the ands and buts, okay? But we're going to use this. Do we enter? No. Okay, so we're not going to enter. Why is this? Oh, okay, I know why. So we do not enter. And with that, that means that we were on a 5. We need to roll a D6. On a 1, we lose 1 hero point. Roll D6 on a 1 and a 2. Roll for an event. Okay, so let's roll these. 6. So we do not, nothing happens. Okay, nothing happens. I'm guessing nothing happens, right? So 5, roll a D6 on a 1. -1 hero point, and roll a D6 on a 1 and a 2, roll for an event table. So nothing really happens. Okay, let's go into the city then. And the city, or this town, or whatever it is on 8-4. Sorry, I have to pick it up because it's really small. And we're going on hex 804, which is a town. I'm just writing down town, and let's see what happens. So when we get to a town, do this, combat, point of interest, right here, hex city president. This point of interest indicates any hex that contains a city. See map board. When your map token is on any hex that contains a city and you are choosing an action, you can choose a point of interest action and go directly to E136 in the events book. Roll, let me see anything here, points of interest, city, only on a hex with a city. See map board R013. R013, let's roll a D10 to see what we get in this city. We got a 6, and 6 says you must choose one. Visit the inn, visit the tavern, visit the emporium. Okay, I'm gonna say that we are going to visit the tavern. Let's see the tavern. So E046, we go to the tavern. You are in a tavern. Lit sconces line the walls. There is a murmur of patrons while they laugh and drink. Roll a D10. 2. E124. And then we moved on to E124. City calamity. Oh. Bells ring out as the citizens seek shelter. Roll a d6. What calamity do we get? A 4. A mysterious plague. You must flee to an adjacent hex. Attempt an intellect skill test on table C. R111. Pass. You move to an adjacent hex. Roll a d6. On a 1, that city is no longer available for the rest of the game. Oh, rip. Fail. You have caught the mysterious disease. You have an uncomfortable quick death. Your adventure ends here. As you can see, this can be really brutal. This game is really brutal. Well, Drifter and Star Drifter are also pretty brutal. I remember when I was playing Star Drifter, the video that's on the channel, I actually got really lucky. I really got lucky there. So we got a 4, and the 4 we must roll on table C on this here. So table C right here with this shield and int -2. So whatever we roll, we're going to roll d10 and it's going to be at -2. We've got a 6 minus 2 is 4. So 3 to 4, fail. Yeah, and that's our adventure. yes, that's our adventure. And Bertio, he managed to get to town and die. And die with a plague. Yeah. But wait. Our intellect's at 3. So, okay, let me see. Wait. I just remember. Our intellect's at 3. So, does that mean that's 6 plus 3 minus the 2? Let's see. That's probably it. I'm probably doing skill tests. Let's see. Okay, there may be times when you will be asked to attempt a skill test. Okay, let's just try. Right. To attempt intellect test, table C, that. Okay, for example, you would use table C, okay, that. Rolling under that, okay. We'll just substitute that shield and sword with the shield which we rolled. We rolled a 6, okay. And using your int score, but with a -2. Your current int score is 1, but you are told to negate 2. Therefore, you would get a -1. Okay, you roll the d10 and get a 5. Then negate 1 for 4. Okay, so that's it. 6. We're going to say that 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay, because our intellect is 3. Plus 3 is 9. Minus the 2 from the E124. That will be 7. And 7 says that we passed. Okay. So, yeah, we passed. Bertio isn't dead. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay. So, we managed to escape the plague and we're going to move again. And we're going to go... Let's try and make... but what did that say? E124. See, that's why I like running down this, because this way I know I can just go in here. And we had a 4. So, you move to an adjacent hex, roll a d6, 5. On a 1, that city is no longer available for the rest of the game. So, the city is still available for the game, okay, during the game. We can come back whenever we feel like it. Let's go down, and I think this will be 8.5, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. We're going to go into this forest here, because some events, the terrain does come into play with the events. Okay, so we're going to go now to hex 8,5, which is a forest, and let's see what we get here. Let's go back here, and we need to roll on the event table. That's right. So we're going to roll on this. So D100 right here, right here, and we got a 5, and 5 with our aura shield here is E 0, 13. Right? 5, 0, 13. Okay, let's go to E0, 13. And now, a knight. A knight approaches. Roll d6. We got a 5. They ignore you and gallop away. Roll d6. Okay, on a 1 and a 2, roll for an event table. Okay, so the knight just looked at us and says, you're not worth it, I'm out. So we need to roll on another event. And we got a 25. 25 on the high says E21. E021. I want to go here. Oh, wait, no, missed. Not that. E021, which is right here. Boom. The day darkens as the moon moves over the sun. It's an eclipse. Roll a d6, and what did we get? We got a 5. We're rolling a lot of 5s. Consecutive stars shoot across the sky as the darkness fades. Roll a d6. On a 1 and a 2, aura shield down 1 + 1 hero point. That's nice. Yes, nice. Go to roll result 7. Okay, let's do this first. So our aura shield goes down 1. Right here, like that. I'm just going to do that. And our hero point, we get 1 more hero point. We are at full hero points. Nice. We're at full hero points right there. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, now, what did it say? Go to roll result number 7. The sun reappears. Roll a d6. Okay, we got a 4. On the 6, choose one of the following hero point or shield. You and the companion 1, 11, or shield up 1. Okay, we got nothing there. So we're just going to continue moving on. And let's continue down this road here. Well, not a road actually, it's the forest. So that'll be 8, 0, that would be 8, 8, 6, continuing in the forest. Let's roll on our event list then. This one and this one. We got 5 again. Okay, see, that's why. How? Okay, we're going to do it again. 5 says E0, 13, and we know we're going to get the knight. But we're probably following him. Oh yes, we're probably following him. We saw him, we ran after him. Oh, Mr. Knight, wait, I want to talk to you. And roll the d10 to see what happens this time. An 8. And 8 says, you converse with the knight. Attempted intellect skill. Table C. Okay, so intellect skill. Table C with the shield and 2 swords. And that is a d10. We got a 1, and that is -2. So 1 plus our 3 intellect is 4, -2 is 2, and we failed. But what happens here, and if you do play this, you got to notice that there are sometimes some of these things here have asterisks on them, and this fail has 2 asterisks. It says here, immediately gain 2 XP. I will take that. Yes, I will for sure. So we'll take 2 XP. Thank you very much, Mr. Knight. Okay. You converse with a knight, attempt an intellect skill test, table C, R111. Okay, what is R111? Oh, that's rules. Okay. Fail. The knight attacks. Go to roll result 11. Oh no. Ooh. Okay, the knight attacks, roll a d6. What did we get? A 6. Roll 10. Initiative, table C. at this. Okay, we're gonna fight. Oh no. We got a 6, so let me just do this. What is this? Okay, this is right. Okay, table 11. Okay, remember table 11, and we got this. So we need to roll initiative on table C with that, and intellect -1. Yeah, -1. Is this it? No, this one. 3 minus 1 is 2. We failed. We get 2 XP. Well, not too bad. We're getting XP. We're probably going to die, but you know, whatever. Which one did we get? I can't remember. Wait, did we roll the D6? I think we did. I can't remember. No, we didn't. We didn't roll the D6. Oh, 5. Okay, now, the knight has... I know I'm missing a letter, it doesn't really matter. He's got physicality of 2, int of 2, and he's got a sword, which is that shield there, and he gives us 3 XP and table on treasure table on that. Okay, now this is E0 13 11. Let's do that 11 so we know 11 6, right? Yeah, is that right? Yeah, 11.6. So we go 11-6. This way I know that we are on this table. We're on this table and right here. Initiative are 100. Okay, let's see. 110A. 110. And where's 110? Okay. For any combat. Okay, 110A, attempted intellect skill test, table C, that, okay, so we need to do, for initiative, let's get our D10, that's not it, D10, and we got 8 plus us 3 is 11, and minus 2, that will be 9, and that will be a pass. So we go first. We go first. Now, where is combat? Now we go into do combat. We're going to get our D12 right here, and we're going to roll on our sword and shield table right there. And we do 2. We got a 2, and 2 says that we miss because we are nubs. And now the knight had, what was his weapon? We want the 11 and 6, a sword. So he's going to be rolling on this one here, and this is going to be a D12 also. 1, he misses, but counted. Attacker immediately takes a LW. Yes, takes a light wound. Okay, you do have character sheets here also. Oh, and you can also get these little, they can also come with the game, little standees or tokens that you can put on the map. I just find that the meeple is better for me to see. Okay, so we're going to do, this is companion, I don't care about companions. Opponent 1, okay, opponent 1 right here, and we've got the knight. You know what, I'm just going to use it up here also. Knight No, I wish I could spell. His weapon is a sword, so it will be this here. His intellect is 2. He's got a physicality of 2. Okay. Wait, where is that? So we're going to say he's got none. Physicality of 2 right there. But he just took a light wound, right? That's what it said. He got counted. So he got 2. No, he got a 1. Oh wait, but what's his intellect? 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so he just missed. That's it. Okay, I can't forget about the intellect stuff. We put that here and I can put that right there. Okay, now, our turn. Let's go in for the kill, probably, hopefully. D12, a 7. 7, nice. 7, that will be on this here, and we give him a light wound. So he goes down to this right there. Not bad, not bad. Now, it's his turn, and he attacks with that column there. A 10. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, he gives us a medium wound. Ooh, ow. We got no armor also. Okay, so we go to a medium wound right there. Now it's our turn. A 1. Oh God, we missed. So 1 plus 3 is 4, right? And that will take us to a miss. Wait, am I doing this right? Intellect? No, I don't think we use intellect to... I think it's physicality that we use to modify the roll, right? Combat procedure, there will be a rule. Attacker's physicality. After the roll adjustment, okay. The formula for attacking with any weapon that isn't a spell is as follows. Attacker's physicality minus opponent's physicality. So that would be we're at 4. Let's start from the beginning. 4 minus his 2, right? Because, minus his 2 is 2 equals attacker's roll adjustment on the combat table. Okay, got it. So let's do this all over again. So we're going to go back to 3, and he's going to not have his light wound. I've got to get this right. So, attacker's physicality minus opponent's physicality. That means, let me just do this. I could put that there, because we're going to be using that table up there. We got this here and this here. Okay, so what we do is our physicality 4 minus his physicality 2, and that is our modifier. So we roll the d12, and I missed that completely. We got a 1, so 1 plus 2 is 3, right? And 3 on the table says we miss. Okay, now it's his turn. So his physicality 2 minus 4 is minus 2, so he's going to be even worse, or not. That's a 9, and 9 does minus 2 is 7, and that will take him to a low wound. So we go from there to here. We are still at physicality, and that's why physicality is important, because the lower you get, the less modifier you get, okay? It's the opposite of the aura. So let's roll for our attack then. We got a 10, nice. So 4 minus 2 is 2. 10 plus 2 is 12, and 12, if we go here on our thing, is a heavy wound. And he goes straight to this here. He goes straight to heavy wound right there. Oh, that's not looking good for our little boy. Physicality score cannot fall below 0. Oh, physicality score cannot fall below 0. So he's going to be at -2 anyway. Okay, now it's his turn, which is bad because he's got -2 here, plus the -2 there, and that would be -4, and we could probably even, like, yeah. So we only get -2 from the physicality, and the difference between our physicality and his. And he rolled a 5, -2 is 3, and 3 on his is miss. And let's go ours. Now 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 is another light wound, so he goes here. So what happens is a light wound, you always move up 1. A heavy medium wound, you always move up 2. So he's here, right, at a heavy wound. He's heavily wounded. If I had gotten a heavy wound or a medium wound, we would have moved him up 2 spots and he'd be dead. But since we only got a light wound, we're going to move him up 1 spot. He's right here. Okay, now it is his turn. 8. 8 -2 is 6. And 6 is a low wound. So we go to 3. And now we are starting to get our physicality low, so our modifier, instead of now being -2, is just -1. 8 -1 is 7, and 7 on our combat sheet says it's a low wound, so he is dead, and we have killed off this knight because we were just having a nice little chat and he got all fussy and he tried to kill us. If you win the combat, aura shield down 1. I will take that. And our aura shield is at full capacity. Nice. Right there. Let me just erase this here. And he gives us how much XP does he give? 3. So we're at 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 XP. Nice. Yes, and we are going to stop right here for this adventure, for this episode of the adventure. Let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed watching this, if you like it. I will be continuing it in the future because I like this game. I enjoyed myself with Star Drifter. I didn't play much of the Drifter, but I did enjoy myself with Star Drifter, and this is fantasy theme. We just killed a Black Knight. Tis just a scratch, you know. If you get it, you get it. It's just a flesh wound. And yeah, I am enjoying this, really. I am enjoying this. So thank you all for watching. Yes, I am back and we will be continuing with more videos in the future. Thanks again, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great one. Bye-bye.